So thank you again for the opportunity to make a presentation to you and to give information on the new Europass platform to the Euroguidance stakeholders in Serbia. I just want to give an introduction to Europass to you all, to the attendees today, and really also link it to the topic of career guidance, the topic of your event today. It's really impressive to see almost 100 people joining the event, because of course guidance is key to underpinning so many of the activities going on when in EU policy in the area of skills and qualifications, and really Euroguidance, as we know, is in place for more than 25 years now, and really is a key stakeholder in underpinning a lot of the EU activities. So I want to introduce you to Europass, but then also just make sure that you're aware of how the topic of guidance underpins everything that's happening on Europass. So the new Europass is in place since the 1st of July 2020. The Commission launched a new platform, and it offers a free online profile for everyone in Europe, in all Europass countries, 36 countries, to highlight their skills, qualifications and experiences. We also want to support people to self-assess their skills and qualifications, to build up their information, their understanding on their skills and their interests, and make choices when it comes to education and training and their career. And we also want the new Europass offers them, the users, tailored information on jobs and learning possibilities. So it's this free online tool, and I'll introduce you to the different sections of it today. I should say the tool is available in all the Europass languages, including Serbian. Right now it's in Serbian Latin, and we are working on the Cyrillic version to be available as soon as possible, because as I say, we want it to be an open, inclusive tool that can be relevant for all types of that can be relevant to all types of users. So there are three different parts to the new Europass. There's the portfolio, which, like I said, is the online tool for people to manage their careers and their lifelong learning. There's Europass digital credentials, which is the new EU system for issuing digital qualifications. So secure, authentic digital qualifications. And then there's all the information services. So it'll take you through these different three elements of the new Europass. The platform has been online since the 1st of July 2020, and really we're very, very happy with the launch of the platform so far. It's the second most visited EU-run website, and in the first 3 months of the launch, we've had more than 3 million visits to the platform, and more than 600,000 people, I think it's actually now almost closer to 700,000 today, have registered to create their own Europass profile. So again, we're seeing usage across all the Europass countries, including Serbia. So really, we're very happy with the launch so far. The first part of the three elements is the e-portfolio. So this, as we see, is as a key tool for people to document and describe all of their skills, qualifications and experiences, all their formal and non-formal and informal learning from life and work, and all their different experiences, including volunteering, and all their different types of skills, including their language skills. And in the future, we will add to this during 2021, including a new digital skills self-assessment tool. So the individual, the user, the job seeker or the worker, or the person looking for support, registers and creates their Europass profile. They own the profile. It's secure, and they make all the decisions about how they manage this profile, and the Commission will never share or use any personal data in this. The system is fully secure. And in our promotion of the profile, we encourage all the users to use this throughout their life to document all of their experiences, so that they have all of the information for their career in one place. And of course, we see that this could be a really useful tool for guidance work. That if it got, sorry, okay. There was some a break in the line. Hopefully everything's going okay and you can still hear me. So then we see that this could be a really useful tool for guidance professionals who could, sit with and work with people to help them to fill in this profile, to understand all of their experiences and all of their skills and all of their learning. And as I say, the user then, we encourage them to update this on an ongoing basis. And of course, the users can create their profile in as many languages as they wish, in all of the Europass languages. So this is the profile. Based on the information that is included in the profile, Europass will create an overview of all of the skills in the platform so that the users can have a simple visual representation of all of their skills. You see a mock-up of it here on screen. And of course, the user can add to this, delete from this, so that they always have this simple view of all.
Excuse me,
Okay.
Vilijam? We can.
Yes, I see. Sorry, I saw. So someone. I'm unmuted again. So I was just explaining how, based on the information, and you can hear me again. Okay.
Yes, we can hear you. We can continue.
Great. So based on the information that people put in their profiles, we create the My Skills page. Europass creates this automatically, and the user can update it and change it. And the user can also create their My Interests page. So this is where they set the goals for their career, the types of things they would like to do with their career, whether it's studying, working, volunteering, mobility, moving abroad, where they would like to do it, whether it's at home or abroad, and then the types of subjects and topics they want to become an expert in. So you get to fill in this part of the user gets to fill in this part of their profile. And again, this is all a reflection exercise, an opportunity for them to really reflect on their career. And again, we hope that guidance professionals will think that this is a useful guidance tool, that they can sit with their clients and sit with their the people they support and maybe support them to fill in their Europass profile. So the user will fill in their profile, they'll get information on their skills, and they will set their interests. So they get to take these 3 steps. And then based on all of this information, Europass will suggest interesting jobs and interesting courses. So these are just suggestions. The information on jobs comes from EURES, the EU job vacancy portal, and the information on courses comes from Europass. Right now, we are working with all of the Europass countries for them to publish information on courses and qualifications, different types of learning opportunities, so that we can send all interesting, relevant suggestions to the Europass users based on the information in their profile and their skills. So you see here that this person, Johanna, is receiving suggestions of jobs and suggestions of courses. So every time a person logs into their Europass profile, they will get suggestions based on their profile. Now, all of this was launched on the 1st of July, and we're continually working on improving it, making the job suggestions more relevant and building up the database of courses, so that we really hope this improves over time. Now, even with these new features, the traditional Europass features are still there. And you will see in the left-hand corner of the screen that the user can still create the Europass CV, create the Europass cover letter. From next February, they will also be able to keep a list of all their applications for courses and jobs. And then finally, they'll also be able to create a library where you can store all of your personal information, all of your documents, so that you have your profile for your career and all of your documents like your CVs and your diplomas all in one online place to help you with all of your with your career. So this is what's available, as I say, now since the 1st of July, all the different parts of the Europass e-portfolio. So then the second part of the new Europass is what we call digital credentials. Now this term credentials, it translates differently in different languages, so apologies to the colleague translating me. But what we mean by this is just a learning achievement. So credentials is a very broad term for qualifications and courses and licenses. It means any type of learning. But what we've done with Europass is that education and training institutions can now come to the new Europass. They can register and issue digital qualifications to their learners, to their graduates. And these digital qualifications, they have to include an electronic signature and information on the institution and on the qualification, so that these new digital qualifications can be easily authenticated, and they're legally valid because there has to be a legal electronic signature added. So what we're trying to do with these digital credentials or digital qualifications is to enable faster recognition and to try and make recognition become digital, so that recognition isn't so slow, and that, you know, education institutions and employers and recognition bodies can receive information on qualifications in a digital way, and they can easily understand it, and that, you know, not everything has to be based on paper. So the work on this project is ongoing. In the last year, there were 18 different countries who were testing this for us, and now it's a free open system, and any country, the national authorities in every country, including Serbia, is welcome to come and begin testing this or exploring how they could use digital credentials. And obviously we hope that this, as this becomes more established, we will need to explain to the learners and job seekers across Europe what digital credentials are. And we hope that the guidance community will be able to be part of helping us explain, you know, if learners receive a digital qualification, you know, we hope that the guidance community will play a part in telling the learners what this means and what they are. So again, this is something that we're just at the beginning of, but it's important, I think, that the guidance community and the Euroguidance community is aware of all this this part. So we've discussed the Europass portfolio and now digital credentials. And the third part I want to talk to you about is that on the new Europass, we've also provided lots of information. Again, in the Europass 29 languages, and we're working on improving the quality of all of the translations. The colleagues from the National Europass Center in Serbia have been working with us, and as I say, the Serbian Cyrillic will come later this year. But there's a huge amount of information already now on the platform, on the new Europass platform. So I won't talk you through all of this now, but what I will say is there's information for job seekers and learners, including links to guidance services at national level. So there's a Serbia country page for working and a Serbia country page for learning. So there's different topics there, and we will work with the colleagues in Serbia, including in Euroguidance, to keep all of these links and all this information up to date. And of course, we hope these pages are useful for the people who are visiting Europass. And like I say, we have 50,000 visits a day or more coming to Europass. So we hope that, you know, these pages will be useful. And, you know, certainly includes links to guidance services at national level. And then you can see the list of all the other topics there. So it's a mixture of information for learning and working in Europe. So this is the third part of the new Europass. So we launched the new Europass on the 1st of July, and then we will continue to work on it. The Commission will continue to work with all the Europass countries and all the stakeholders, including Euroguidance, on improving the platform, because we need to continually update it. So for these, you'll see the different topics there on the screen that we will work on. So I'll just mention that 2 topics there: skills intelligence, which means we want to deliver information on Europass on trends in the labour market and trends in education and training, so that maybe Europass users can get useful information, and that this can help with guidance activities, because of course we want guidance professionals and employment services and people helping job seekers and learners to make their decisions. So we hope to publish more skills intelligence on Europass in the future. So this is work that will go on over the next 2 years. And then we hope to improve the guidance content. So by this, we mean guidance content to help people to reflect on their skills, to keep updating their e-portfolio, to realize all of the value of their skills work or in education or through their life, as well as giving more suggestions of skills gaps and ways they can develop their skills. So the other topics there, I won't go into the detail of now, but they're all about continually updating Europass. And for the interoperability mechanism, what this means is that we want to help Europass users to easily connect with job boards and education institutions, so that they can easily share their CVs and cover letters with a quick application with a simple process of just clicking a few buttons, and they can send their information to job boards and to education and training institutions to look for new opportunities. So certainly we will be continually updating all of our stakeholders over the next 2 years on how Europass will be developed in the future. And of course, the Euroguidance network will be a key part of this, and we'll be consulting on the future development of the Europass. So then, as my the last topic to deal with is I just want to emphasize that guidance is a really, really important part of the new Europass. And there's a specific page for the guidance community on the platform where we present information on Europass for the guidance community and how Europass is relevant to different types of guidance activities. And really it includes information targeted at stakeholders, so professionals, about how you can use Europass to help end users, to help learners, and to help workers. There's links to different EU projects. There's links to the country pages that I mentioned, including the Serbia pages. And then there's, information on the European qualifications framework, on validation of non-formal and informal learning, and really all the different types of activities going on with Europass. So we will be working on improving this page and making it very relevant to the Euroguidance community and guidance professionals. So again, we really want to improve this, and this page is available in Serbian, but we do need to improve the quality of the translations, as I say, but we're working on this right now. Always welcome any feedback on it. So this is my presentation. I've taken you through the 3 parts of Europass: the new e-portfolio, digital credentials, and information. And then I just wanted to be clear that guidance really underpins all of Europass. We hope that the Euroguidance community and all of the stakeholders at the event today will become more familiar with Europass, and that you will see it as a useful tool to use in your different activities at national level. So I hope I didn't speak too quickly. So thank you, and thanks again, Ivana, for the invitation.
No, thank you. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for being here and sharing all this information, because I really think this will be very useful to our guidance community. What we know from years working with them is that they're already using Europass. They've been using Europass CV and implementing in its activities. Their activities, we have been able to hear about good practices on our national competition, National Career Guidance Guidance Awards that we do every year.
Great.
So we already know that they are aware of this tool and that they are using that for students, and especially when it comes to those transition periods from moving from education to employment sector, or actually joining the labor market. So I'm sure that this information will be useful for them, and that they will soon implement this portfolio, which is really much more comprehensive tool than before, into their everyday work when it comes to guidance. So thanks again for sharing this overview of the tools, and also some plans that you have for updating the tool in the future.
Yes. Okay, thank you.
I will now ask all participants that are on YouTube to join us. They'll know that they have to join us here, so we have to wait for them a couple of minutes. But for those that are here already, if they have some questions, they might want to ask you, Vilijam. So yes. I will just ask them in Serbian questions in chat. Dragi učesnici, ukoliko imate neko pitanje za gospodina O Kifa, možete napisati u chatu. On će biti tu sa nama još par trenutaka da odgovori na pitanja koje se do tada pojave. So Vilijam, if it's okay, we can wait for a couple of minutes just for someone to write questions if they want. But I'm certain that this was a very good overview of what Europass will offer, or already is offering to individuals, but also to guidance practitioners. So I think this was very useful as a first information, and then of course they can search on their own a bit more the platform itself.
Exactly, yes. Thanks.
Okay, so participants are now turning back. So there is one question. Why would employers outside the education system value the Europass CV format? So I'm guessing that the question is related to maybe how do you perceive that Europass CV format is looked upon by employers, different employers. So do you have something to say about that?
Yes. So we relaunched Europass on the 1st of July. And before this, we got lots of feedback that maybe employers did not like Europass or didn't always like the look of it, and that maybe it was too long. So what we've done two different things now. So first, with the CV, it's available in 3 different templates now. And, you can really create very short versions of the CV and very clear short versions of the CV that can be shared easily with share a link. You can share a link to the CV very easily. So we hope that it's become more relevant, and it helps people to create shorter and more focused CVs. But now as well, we are working on the interoperability of Europass, which means that the employers can receive the CV in a digital format, and they can import all of the information from the CV into their recruitment system, into their HR system much more easily. So they can read and analyze all of the information in the Europass CV in an automatic way, because there's so much demand for jobs at the moment that people get lots and lots of applications, and there can be a huge volume of CVs. So that Europass is a fully digital format, so that you can import the CVs and analyze all the information in them very easily. So this is the first thing, that we've modernized the CV and given more options. And as well, at the beginning, I will explain how you can have a Europass profile now, which is your full history and all your information. And now you can share this profile with one link. So you can send this link to your profile to employers, and they can see your full history. Now you can share it for a few days or a few hours, so it's always secure. But the employer can access all of this information just with one link. So we hope that this modernizes Europass. But as well, in the next year or so, we'll work on connecting Europass better to the labour market, and we're analysing the needs in the labour market now.
Thank you. Thank you for explaining this further. Again, with our experience, the value of the Europass from before even was that it really emphasized the skills and the competencies. It's focused really on what one employee can offer when it comes to their skills and competencies. And this is something that employers value even more today than before. So that's one good thing. And also it is good and it is possible in the Europass to move, emphasize from education, from your educational background to work experience and
yes.
other way around. So really there's possibility to emphasize something more depending on for what purposes are you using actually the CV. So that's another, yes. I would say, upside. Thanks a lot. Other comments are really just to say thank you for your presentation. So participants are writing that in English both and in Serbian. Yes. So yeah, once again, I would like to really thank you for this presentation and for being here today, and of course sharing this valuable information in Europass, which we hope that will be used even more in future now that it's much more user-friendly, let's say, because it's everything in one place. So.
Yes, oh no, I hope so too. So thank you all, and good luck with the rest of the event.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Ivan.
Goodbye. Thanks.
Bye. Bye.